I don't know.
Sir, what time is your Klan meeting tonight? I don't want you to be late to your Klan meeting.
I don't have one.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm sure you don't. Why don't
that?
you go ahead and put on your white Klan outfit and have a nice day? You bumbling MAGA imbecile fool, you. I believe Aaron is a MAGA supporter. We always welcome MAGA supporters to call into the show. Hello, Aaron.
Is that a question or a statement?
I'm sorry, what? Come again?
Is that a question or a statement?
Is that a crust in your statement? I don't even know what you're saying, sir. Would you like to have a serious conversation, or are you just going to say something stupid? Because if you did vote for Donald Trump, all right, let's start there. Aaron, let's see if we could have an adult conversation. Is that fair? You think we can do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you calling in, Aaron. Let's try to start over. So, who did you vote for? Are you a Trump supporter? Is that fair to say? Do I have that correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So, tell me what you like about what Donald Trump has done here in the first 6 months. What do you like?
He closed the border. He built the he built the prison, and he's taken America back.
He broke the prison.
He built the prison.
He built which prison are you referring to that he built?
Alligator, Alcatraz.
Gotcha. So you're okay with nonviolent criminals being in Alligator, Alcatraz? You're okay with that?
Absolutely.
Great. Okay, so if you're a nonviolent criminal, you're totally okay with somebody being in like solitary confinement and sent to an El Salvador prison, and somebody who's never committed a violent crime in their life. You're totally okay with somebody like that being sent to a prison like that, being treated inhumanely, someone who's never committed a violent crime. You're okay with that?
Oh, well, if they came in illegally, then yeah, they have to. I mean, they have Wi-Fi, they have air conditioning. I mean, on my tax dollars.
They have Wi-Fi, they have air conditioning. So if you've never committed a violent crime in your life, Aaron, you're totally okay with somebody being sent to an El Salvador prison, in some cases a prison where they haven't even been born in that country, being separated from their families. So if you've lived here for 20 years, you've never committed a violent crime in your life, and you have kids here, you're totally okay with an ICE agent taking you, ripping you from your family, and being sent to one of the highest maximum security prisons in the world. And Aaron, you have no problem with that. Is that what you're saying?
Well, they came in illegally, then they have to pay the consequences.
So the consequences. So what are the consequences of being a 34 count felon?
Nothing. He wasn't convicted.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You have no idea he wasn't sentenced, but he was convicted. You have no idea what you're talking about. Hold on. Do you know the difference between being sentenced and being convicted? Do you not understand the difference? A jury found him guilty. Do you not understand that? Because it's hard for me to have a conversation with you, Aaron, with respect, if you don't even understand the fact that Donald Trump is a convicted felon. Do you not understand that?
Yeah, but he didn't go to jail. So
okay, the question wasn't he didn't go to jail. Okay, let's talk about consequences. Since you think if you break the law, you deserve consequences. What were the consequences of Donald Trump after he was convicted on 34 felony counts? What were those consequences? Since you care so much.
He won.
What do you mean? That's not a consequence. He did not. He's a convicted felon, a 34 count felon. You're talking to me. You care about people that break the law, and there needs to be consequences. We'll agree to disagree on the way that some of these undocumented immigrants are being treated. But going by your own standards, if you think if you break the law, there needs to be consequences, please tell me what the consequences of your Sir Orange leader, who is a 34 count convicted felon. What were his consequences?
Like, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Do I stutter? Do I stutter? I'll repeat it. Donald Trump is a 34 count convicted felon, proven in a court of law. You just said you care about consequences. If you're in here illegally, you broke the law. Those are your consequences. What were the consequences of Donald Trump, who was convicted in a court of law of 34 felony counts? Answer the question.
He didn't have any.
Okay. Again, I can't have a good faith conversation with you when you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to repeat this.
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay, well, you don't know how to answer it because you're a hypocrite. The guy who you support, I'm going to repeat it once again, okay? I'm going to say it once again. Get the MAGA wax out of your ears. He is a 34 count convicted felon, proven in a court of law, a jury of his peers. What were the consequences? Do you think Donald Trump should have had some consequences? He's a 34 count convicted felon. You seem to want to have consequences for someone who's in this country illegally to be sent to one of the highest maximum security prisons in the world. By the way, that's not a felony. Donald Trump, the guy who you voted for, is a 34-count felon. Should he be sent to an El Salvador prison?
If he's treated well, sure.
So the guy who you voted for, who you still support, you are admitting he should probably be sent to an El Salvador prison, yet you have no problem voting for him to be the leader of the free world. Do you realize how ridiculous you sound, Aaron?
I don't. I mean, what do you want? No, he went through the system. He did his best, and that's that.
He went through the system. He did his best, but you want accountability. If you're in this country illegally, you claim that you want accountability. Where was the accountability?
He was born here. This is his country from his ancestors.
Gotcha.
And he's closing the border.
So hold on a second. We'll get to the border in a second. So you're saying that if you're not born here, you don't get due process? You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does it say in the Constitution about that? Are you aware, sir?
Look, I'm not an expert on it.
Okay. Well, obviously you're not an expert on anything, so I'll help you out. Okay. In the Constitution,
my congresswoman fights hard every day.
Sir, I'm trying to help you out here, so I'll try to educate you. You see, in the Constitution, it doesn't say any citizen gets due process. It says any person, a person. So let me ask you this, sir: if you're in this country illegally, are you a person?
It depends.
No, it doesn't depend. No, it doesn't depend. In the Constitution, it says any person has the right to due process. I'm going to ask you that same question again. If you need a couple seconds to think about it, sir, because I know it's a really hard question for you to answer. In this country, if you're in this country, if you're undocumented, are you considered a person? Are you a human being? Are you a person? Yes or no?
Are they a citizen?
That wasn't the question. You don't answer a question with a question, and I'm going to repeat it once again. And this is the last time I'm going to ask you. In the Constitution, it doesn't say any citizen deserves due process. Our forefathers said any person. My question to you, sir, is if you're undocumented in this country, are you a person? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're an imbecile. You don't know what's in the Constitution. Any person deserves due process. The orange orangutan rapist who you support is ripping up our Constitution. You should be upset about that, but you don't seem to be upset about that at all. You don't know what's in the Constitution. You don't seem to want consequences for somebody if they're white or orange, if they were born in this country. But you want all of the responsibility and all the consequences if you're brown and you weren't born in this country. Sir, are you a racist?
No.
So you think black people should be treated the same as white people? Is that a fair thing for you to say? Yeah.
This has nothing to do with race.
Oh, it doesn't. Then if it doesn't have anything to do with race, then why did Donald Trump allow dozens of white people from South Africa to come into this country? Has he ever done that for brown people?
They were seeking asylum.
Right. So can you give me an example of dozens of people that are brown that were seeking asylum where Trump and his administration gave them asylum?
They were nation shopping.
I'm asking you a question. I need you to focus. Dozens of white people, 100% white from South Africa. Donald Trump and his administration welcomed them with open arms. Has he done that for brown people from other countries in the first 6 months? Yes or no?
They're staying at the Roosevelt. What do you want? And getting a free phone.
I didn't ask you if they were staying at the Roosevelt. The question was, has he done that for brown people? The answer is yes or no. By the way, the answer is no. Do you find it kind of convenient, sir? Do you find that convenient? Or is that just a coincidence?
I don't know.
Sir, what time is your Klan meeting tonight? I don't want you to be late to your Klan meeting.
I don't have one.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm sure you don't. Why
don't
you go ahead and put on your white Klan outfit and have a nice day? You bumbling MAGA imbecile fool, you. You don't know what's in the Constitution. You want accountability for brown people. You have no problem with an undocumented immigrant who's been in this country for decades that has never committed a violent crime to be sent to alligator Alcatraz. But a 34-count felon, you don't want any accountability, and your only excuse to that is he was born in the country. That makes you an idiot. I hope you are deported. I hope you're sent to Gaza and you're never allowed back, because it's idiots like you that made Donald Trump president of the United States, and you're an embarrassment. Problem with the
credibility.
Are you going to be serious? Josh, pot him down again. Josh, you're not going to talk over me. It's my show. It's not the trailer trash hour, okay? What that means is you don't get to talk. Josh. Josh is next up on PTL. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, Brian, I was wondering why Friday you didn't bring up one time the Genius Act.
Why would I have brought that up? Tell me.
That's something that is in politics. No one's talking about it, and it's
okay. So tell me about it. Why is it important? Tell me, why is it a good thing for America? What's in it?
Number one, it protects crypto. It ties it to an asset, to the U.S. dollar.
It protects hippo. Is that what you just said? Oh, you said crypto.
Okay, so
let's talk about crypto for a moment, Josh. Does it bother you that Donald Trump is making billions of dollars off a crypto scandal? You seem to care so much about crypto, and call me crazy. You probably sound like a guy that voted for Trump, but that's okay. Let's talk about crypto. It sounds like something that interests you. Does it bother you that the guy that you support has a crypto scandal as president of the United States, and literally his family is making billions of dollars off of this crypto scheme while he's president? Does that bother you at all, or it's not a big deal to you?
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Okay, so I just want to get this right. The president of the United States in a crypto scandal, clearly in a scam, okay? The president of the United States in a scam, because that's what it is, making billions of dollars and enriching his family doesn't bother you at all. But you probably have a problem with Hunter Biden selling paintings, right, sir?
Obamacare was a scam.
How was Obamacare a scam when millions and millions and millions and millions of people across the country, it saved their lives, but you don't have a problem with Donald Trump literally making billions of dollars off of a crypto scandal, and you want to complain to me about Obamacare? You have zero credibility. What is your credibility at? A level 0. You don't have a problem with the
credibility.
Are you going to be serious? Josh, pot him down again. Josh, you're not going to talk over me. It's my show. It's not the trailer trash hour, okay? What that means is you don't get to talk. I talk when I want to, and if you're going to continue to talk over me, trailer trash gets potted down. That's your new name. We're going to call you trailer trash. Okay, Mr. MAGA trailer trash just said on this show that he doesn't have a problem with Donald Trump literally stealing billions of dollars in a crypto scheme, in a Ponzi scheme, where he gets enriched billions of dollars. But trailer trash on the line right now has a problem with Obamacare. Sir, are you as stupid as you sound? Really, seriously, how many teeth do you have? Okay. Are you as stupid as you sound? How many relationships have you had with some of your cousins? Because frankly, sir, I don't have time for idiots like you. You call into the show and you bring up, oh, I love what Donald Trump did with this crypto bill. I love this crypto thing that he just, okay, do you have a problem with him making billions of dollars off of a crypto scandal? No, but let's talk about Barack Obama and how Obamacare was so terrible. Do you realize what a moron you sound like, sir? I guess that's my question for you. Do you realize how stupid you are? What is your IQ?
Are you going to have your parents pay for your dental work again?
You want to talk about my parents again? What did he say? Something about my parents? You notice how that guy's not capable of having a conversation? He's not capable. Dumbass calls into this show, or trailer trash, one or the other. All due respect to people that live in trailers, but this guy's trailer trash calls into this show. He has no problem with Donald Trump. No problem at all with Donald Trump literally stealing and making billions of dollars in a crypto scandal. But the racist piece of human garbage who probably is going to be at his Grand Wizard clan meeting tonight has a problem with Obamacare. But Donald Trump stealing billions of dollars in a crypto scandal, that's totally okay. Sir, I'm sorry. You got to have at least an IQ of 10 to call into this show. Have a nice day. 702-221-7283 is the number to call. Again, that's the guy who's a January 6th insurrectionist. That's the kind of guy who believes in Pizzagate. That's the kind of guy who calls Joe Biden a pedophile. That's the kind of guy who is picketing outside of, a Target store because they sell LGBTQ shirts. That's the kind of guy who follows QAnon. This is what we would also call Donald Trump's base. Yeah, you would probably still, if he shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, douchebag, would you still vote for him?
I'm kind of a newer listener and viewer, and I have 3 points that I would like to bring up with you. Number one is that if someone's breaking into your house, do you call the police on them?
if someone's breaking into your house, do you call the police on them? I would say
Would
that's
you call the police?
I would say that would probably be a good thing to do. There are some people that self-defense use weapons. Yes.
Okay, well then why is it you have an issue if someone breaks into our country that we're stopping them?
Because when somebody
because
when somebody breaks into your home, I would assume they have the intention of not wanting a better life for themselves or their families. When somebody comes into the country, in most cases undocumented illegally, they're seeking asylum. In some cases, they want a better life for them and their family. For you to conflate the two and to say that breaking into somebody's home, in most cases to steal things or to harm someone, is completely different than someone that enters the country illegally. That is the most ridiculous analogy I've ever heard in my life. That's stupid, sir.
I'm going to disagree with you, because I think that people that are coming in, and there might be a few good ones, but
whoa. Hold on. All the people that are coming into this country illegally, and did you just say there might be a few good ones? Is that what you just said?
There might be a few good ones.
Okay. Well, hold on. That is not true. The overwhelming majority that are in this country undocumented are non-violent criminals that want a better life for themselves and their families. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Are you aware, sir, that you are the better chance of being the victim of a crime from a U.S. citizen than you do somebody who's undocumented? Are you even aware of the statistics?
No, but I'd rather be harmed by a U.S. citizen than someone that's here illegally. If I can put this another way.
Wait. What did you just say? What did you just say?
I said, if I could put this another way, if you were the owner of Disneyland and somebody didn't want to pay for tickets, so they snuck around the back, do you kick them out, or do you let them stay as undocumented ticket holders?
Are people that are trying to sneak into Disneyland worried about the lives of themselves and their families and maybe being murdered? Are you really compare somebody who tries to sneak into an amusement park to somebody who's seeking asylum for themselves and their families and willing to risk their lives to save their children? Do you realize how stupid your analogies are? How stupid are you?
Look, I'm not stupid. I'm trying to.
You're comparing somebody.
You're
comparing somebody.
A crime is a crime.
You're comparing somebody who doesn't want to spend $50 to go into an amusement park to somebody who's trying to seek asylum for themselves and their families. And you're saying a crime is a crime?
A crime is a crime. A crime is a crime. Yes, a crime is a crime. And so, if they're going to do that to get here, they're going to commit other crimes if they have to. So all we're trying to do is, if they get arrested coming out of court, then we're just taking them out and putting them back where they're going to eventually get to, back to.
So you're comparing a family who are seeking asylum, trying to come in perhaps from a legal port of entry because they're worried about the lives for themselves and maybe their kids. And you're comparing that to some moron, maybe you, who is trying to break into Disneyland because they want to go on It's a Small World After All ride for free.
Well, wouldn't they want to do that for their kids, to take their kids to Disneyland? What's the difference?
You're comparing, you're asking me what's the difference between families that are trying to get their kids into this country seeking asylum because they want them to stay alive, to a parent or parents who don't want to spend $50 for a ticket so that their kid could go on an amusement park ride. You can't possibly understand how stupid you sound.
It's a crime.
It's a crime.
The second thing I'd like to bring up is that I've only been listening for a short time to your show, but you appear to be like a one-trick pony. Every time that you talk about Trump, it's always the same thing. 34-count convicted felon, rapist, 34-count convicted felon, rapist. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I do. Would you like to hear the list?
Well, yeah.
Oh, you would? Okay. Attacking Gold Star families, calling our brave men and women in uniform suckers or losers, dodging. You said you wanted to hear a list. Dodging the military.
Don't forget about the one where you always talk about. He doesn't like the members of the military that get caught. You say that a lot.
Yeah, because he did talk about John McCain. That's kind of an important one. But let's talk about what he's done in the last 6 months. How about not giving? No, I'm trying to. Hey,
I could shoot someone in downtown New York.
Yeah,
and I'd still win. Yeah,
you would probably still. If he shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, douchebag, would you still vote for him?
No, the point is you
answer the question. Answer the question. If he shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, I'm asking. Hey, Jim. Hey, Jim. I'm trying to help you out. If Donald Trump shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, would you still vote for him?
The point is that
answer the question, Jim. Answer the question. If Donald Trump shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, would you still vote for him?
Why do you keep bringing up the
Why won't you answer that question?
Because this is what you do.
Because you're a cultist. That's what you cultists do. Because you're a cultist, Jim. Jim, you're a cultist.
When someone brings up a good point to you,
you haven't brought up.
What about no?
You're right, Jim. Jim, I'll hand it to you. Jim, I'll hand it to you. You're absolutely right. You made such a great point. Somebody breaking into Disneyland because they want to go on a free roller coaster ride and they don't want to spend $50 is exactly the same thing as a family that is seeking asylum trying to live. You made such a great point. Somebody breaking into a home because maybe they want to commit a sexual act or they want to steal from you is exactly the same thing as a family trying to seek asylum, trying to save the lives because they want a better life for their kids. Yeah, you made so many great points on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim is Donald Trump's base. And Donald Trump's base are middle-aged, uneducated, ill-informed bigots, just like Jim, who called into this show. Jim, have a nice day, and I hope they deport you to an El Salvador prison, and I hope you're never allowed back. Because quite frankly, we're all dumber having to listen to you for 5 minutes.